Good evening. My name is Harold Mendelson, and the topic for tonight's presentation is basically creating a grant proposal. In this case example, I'm going to be using the Lumbee Indians, which is a tribe of Native Americans which live in the southeastern portion of North Carolina, in and around the town of Lumberton. This tribe has partially been recognized in the 1950s as a Native American tribe, and they have since been trying to get full recognition. And the specific grant would be for the Lumbee Tribe Museum, and to create a remote access to that museum to the internet, and allowing people to search and learn more about the history and customs and the people that are Lumbee Indians. I don't have the time to go into the details of that, but let's say that this would be a worthwhile project. As a result, going through the research material that we had to go through, we found that there is an organization called the Institute of Museums and Library Services, which provides grants, and a number of grants, a large number. And the area here we would be looking at for the Native American application, which they do have specific grants available to Native American tribes, also to Hawaiians in the same aspect. So now you start and you have to go through and get into detail, learning about filling out the applications. You've located a specific grant. You have to have a budget in a timeline, and present it to this organization in the format that they want. They have applications. They go through in very great detail of the processes involved, and you have to follow them. While they won't lead you hand in hand, you certainly can call them on the phone and ask questions and get information, and they'd be happy to do that because that's their sole purpose. One of the things you have to look for when you're doing this, again, it's very detailed. You have to have timelines that you follow. You have to have applications filled out, provide additional information as required. And some cases you have to go to multiple areas to find out all that needs to be done. And then you go through that. You also can go through and look at additional grants besides from the one you're specifically looking for, to see to provide additional sources of revenue that you can use to accomplish your full goals. As you're going through this process, you again, by following their rules, you submit everything, and it has to be done on time. And then once it is turned in, you kind of sit and wait. Sometimes they may call you up, contact you, and say, require some more information or some questions. And then they go through their review process. And from there, if you're fortunate enough and you've done everything the way they want it and fit their mold, so to speak, they issue you the grant. But that's only halfway. Then you have to provide periodic reports on the progress you're making, show detail, provide detailed information on how you're spending that money and where you're going and where your timeline is. Because you have set up and said, I expect to have this done by a certain time, and where are you? We're on schedule. And any problems that you're running into and how you're getting those problems resolved. Then in the end, by the end of this process, you hopefully have provided all the information they wanted and have created whatever it is you wanted to create with this funds. And at the end, you're done, they're done. And the advantage you have here is that you learned a little bit more about doing the grants, and so the next time will be easier because you know what's expected. And plus, once you have completed a grant, what happens then is it makes it like a credit card. You get a credit card, you handle it properly, you pay down your balances, or you keep balances. It's the same thing here. You've shown that you have the ability to execute the problem, and find a resolution and successfully complete the project. So that helps you get the next one. Well, that's about all I've got. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time.